Ovid, and this next poem, Mrs. Tiresias, is also from the same book, and you'll remember in Ovid's Metamorphoses, I don't know whether, just as well. Everything and everyone is changing in Ovid's Metamorphoses. And here's the story of Tiresias, also mentioned in Eliot's great poem, The Wasteland. And I suppose Tiresias would have been a middle-aged man, and one day he decided to go for a walk on his own in the woods. And on his walk he came across 2 snakes attempting to mate. I've no idea how that looks. He didn't like the look of it. And he prevented the snakes from coupling by beating them to a pulp with his walking stick. And the Greek gods, who of course were always looking down on what mortals were up to, saw Tiresias kill these snakes, and they were furious with him, and they punished him then and there by turning him into a woman for 7 years. And then at the end of that period, he got to be a man again. A bit like being the UK Poet Laureate. So I wondered if you were married to Tiresias, how you would cope when he came home from the walk, thus chastised. And this poem is very much informed by Shakespeare's wonderful sonnet, "Love is not love that alters where it alteration finds." Mrs. Tiresias. There's one English word in it, kex, some of you might know, which is a northern word in England for trousers. Most commonly used around Liverpool, where I went to university. Mrs. Tiresias. All I know is this. He went out for his walk a man and came home female. Out the back gate with his stick, the dog, wearing his gardening kecks, an open-neck shirt and a jacket in Harris tweed I patched at the elbows myself, whistling. He liked to hear the first cuckoo of spring, then write to the Times. I'd usually heard it days before him, but I never let on. I'd heard one that morning while he was asleep, just as I heard at about 6 p.m. a faint sneer of thunder up in the woods, and felt a sudden heat at the back of my knees. He was late getting back. I was brushing my hair at the mirror and running a bath when a face swam into view next to my own. The eyes were the same, but in the shocking V of the shirt were breasts. When he uttered my name in his woman's voice, I passed out. Life has to go on. I put it about that he was a twin, and this was his sister come down to live, while he himself was working abroad. And at first I tried to be kind, blow-drying his hair till he learnt to do it himself, lending him clothes till he started to shop for his own, sisterly, holding his soft new shape in my arms all night. Then he started his period. 1 week in bed. 2 doctors in. 3 painkillers 4 times a day. And later, a letter to the powers that be demanding full paid menstrual leave 12 weeks per year. I see him still, his selfish, pale face, peering at the moon through the bathroom window. "The curse," he said, "the curse. Don't kiss me in public," he snapped the next day. "I don't want folk getting the wrong idea." It got worse. After the split, I would glimpse him out and about, entering glitzy restaurants on the arms of powerful men, though I knew for sure there'd be nothing of that going on if he had his way, or on TV, telling the women out there how, as a woman himself, he knew how we felt. His flirt's smile. The one thing he never got right was the voice, a cling peach slithering out from its tin. I gritted my teeth. "And this is my lover," I said, the one time we met at a glittering ball, under the lights, among tinkling glass, and watched the way he stared at her violet eyes, at the blaze of her skin, at the slow caress of her hand on the back of my neck, and saw him picture her bite at the fruit of my lips, and hear my red, wet cry in the night as she shook his hand, saying, "How do you do?" And I noticed then his hand, her hand, the clash of their sparkling rings, and their painted nails.